Looks like the defense in press coverage here. The first carry for the vet, Danny Woodhead. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. From the gun, Flacco. He finds Woodhead out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. For a lot of people, MVP award means a quarterback award usually, but over 100 yards again last week. They're going to have to look his way more than once when giving out this award this season, I think.
Yeah, it's not just the consistency. It's been some plays that we've seen where we talk about it for weeks thereafter. That's what we're getting out of him. Over 100 yards last week. Expects to continue that in this game, too.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the right side with Crowell. A big hit. Knocked down sideways, right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 here. On the counter, it's Crowell. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
In motion comes the tight end left. Third and long for Kaiser. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on first down? And it's hauled in by Ben Watson. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Woodhead. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. On second down, Flacco to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Jamie Collins in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10. Flacco and the Ravens now, after the sack, need something good here on 3rd and long. Flacco from the gun. And the pressure gets to him again. The number 1 overall pick, Myles Garrett. And it'll be 4th down.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And the Browns getting set to go. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit and put some points on the board on this one.
Crowell. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. Here's Kaiser, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Carry here for the big tight end. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go!
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Got his man, Isaiah Crowell. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Kaiser now to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Throwing again is Kaiser on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. Ohio.
To the air again. Kaiser. Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now Kaiser on 4th down. That's to his running back, complete. Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first thanks to a flashy little spin move. That one good for 7 that time. And it'll give the Browns a 1st down. Again, it's Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Kaiser now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd.
Here we go, Ohio! Ohio! Here we go! Ohio!
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll throw here. Kaiser. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there. Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Ooh, long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Let's go!
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Here we go!
On third down, Crowell. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
We've seen this offense go for it on fourth down already on this drive. I wonder if they'll go for it again.
Well, I certainly wouldn't rule it out with these guys. On fourth down, off goes Kaiser. On comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal attempt. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. We remind you that coming up later tonight, this is going to be a good one. The Cowboys and the Raiders going at it in the East Bay.
Oh, that's old school right there.
Old school indeed. Then Monday night, another good late-season matchup. The Falcons and the Buccaneers from Tampa to wrap up Week 15. They look to throw on 1st and 10 with Flacco. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Flacco here on 2nd down. Are you kidding me? And he's brought down after a good gain. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Flacco from midfield. And his throw is incomplete. Ben Watson was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. He's going to look deep down the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Perriman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here comes the Browns offense back onto the field.
And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see.
No gain on the play there. Second down. They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Kaiser. Hard throw, incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Ravens, Michael Campanaro. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
2nd down, Kaiser. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
So a tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
To throw, Kaiser. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away. There on the return. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Second down following the run. They'll run again here with Robinson. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. 3rd down. Flacco from the gun. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Browns have a short field in front of them now as they take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
First down, Kaiser. He gets away from one. Flushed out right. Room here to run. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Let's go, Ohio!
Now a handoff to Crowell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Browns on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Crowell. And some space here. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Second and goal to go now. Here's a give to Crowell. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's Crowell. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal. Kessler goes off on 4th down, and on comes the Browns kicker, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. So give them 3 there. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they couldn't punch it in.
And credit this defense, too. That was the old bend but don't break approach, but it kept the offense out of the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
2nd down, Flacco now. And a dump off here to Robinson. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. And we're back now here in Cleveland. And we've got a dandy here, a 1-point game as we begin the 4th. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Flacco. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Crowell's going to try and run for it. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. This is fielded a couple yards deep. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
Flacco right back to work after the pick six. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Mike Wallace, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Flacco off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 39. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38 round. Flex round. Ohio.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
On the run, it's Crowell. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain that time, and it leaves them with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. On 3rd down, Johnson. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. So, Charles, I think from a deep...
You were able to keep him within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go up top again. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
2nd and 10. Flacco once more. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Operating off play action. Flacco. Looking deep here for Macklin. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. I don't know. He had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus,
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. It's taken to the 26. Whoosh. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's got room. 20. Oh, a good move. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Isaiah Crowell, his 21st touchdown of the season, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Throwing here on 1st down. Flacco. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Emmanuel Ogbah. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. On 2nd down, Flacco to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession now.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Flacco from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Caught left side, Gilmore. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here we go. 4th down, 4th quarter. Flacco. Now a desperation throw deep down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle. And that's going to tack on 15 more. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit.
Let's go.
They'll run with Crowell. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, it's Crowell. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, got to make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Again, it's Crowell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 1st and goal from the 5. Crowell running right. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Isaiah Crowell, touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
He's going to let it fly. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. And, Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So for Cleveland, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Indianapolis Colts. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Browns, and they're happy in the dog pound as we say so long from Cleveland.